Situated along Highway 67 in Florence, Colorado, the bleak and featureless landscape provides the backdrop for the imposing ADX Florence, the only Supermax prison in America. This modern fortress, often referred to as the Alcatraz of the Rockies, stands against the Rocky Mountains, creating an image of isolation and severity. The architectural harshness of the ADX complex sharply contrasts with the barren surroundings, establishing an environment that speaks to the profound loneliness experienced by its inhabitants. As the ultimate destination for a select group of high-risk individuals deemed too dangerous for conventional prisons, ADX Florence has housed over 100 such residents for decades. The historical evolution of maximum security prisons in the United States sets the stage for the emergence of ADX Florence. Alcatraz, the iconic maximum security prison, opened in 1934 but closed its doors 3 decades later due to logistical challenges and cost concerns. In 1983, a violent incident at the United States Penitentiary in Marion, blamed on inadequate design, led to a radical shift in isolating dangerous inmates. USP Marion underwent a 23-year lockdown experiment, paving the way for the construction of ADX Florence. In 1995, this $60 million fortress became a symbol of modern, high-security incarceration. Within the confines of ADX Florence, inmates endure solitary confinement, with every aspect of their daily lives regulated within single-man cells. The prison is equipped with an extensive camera network, surveilling nearly every angle of the prison yard where inmates engage in their daily workouts. While occasional altercations arise, the prison authorities meticulously control group activities to prevent conflicts among the diverse gangs housed within the facility. The controlled environment aims to maintain order and minimize the potential for violence, making ADX Florence one of the most secure prisons in the country. On April 21, 2005, a shocking incident shattered the perceived invulnerability of ADX Florence. During a routine exercise in the yard, a group of inmates carried out a brutal and sustained assault, resulting in the first and only murder at ADX up to that point. The victim, Manuel Tati Torres, a high-ranking Mexican mafia boss, was savagely beaten to death. This unprecedented event forced a re-evaluation of the prison's security protocols and highlighted the challenges inherent in housing notorious and dangerous criminals. The subsequent investigation revealed that the perpetrators of the murder were fellow Mexican mafia members, Richard Chuco Santiago and Sylvester Chicago Rivera. Both individuals, with violent criminal histories, were connected to Torres. The trial, commencing a decade later, uncovered a complex web of gang affiliations, historical vendettas, and power dynamics within the prison's confines. The prosecution focused on proving the culpability of Santiago and Rivera, shedding light on the intricate and often volatile relationships within the Mexican mafia. Manuel Tati Torres' background as a Mexican mafia overlord added layers of complexity to the investigation. His history of power struggles, violations of gang code, and a rumored past life in Southern California as a tax collector for the mafia contributed to the intrigue. The Mexican mafia's organizational structure, inspired by traditional criminal syndicates, presented challenges for investigators trying to decipher the motives behind Torres' murder. Following a meticulous review of evidence, the jury found Rivera and Santiago guilty of the murder, sentencing them both to life imprisonment without parole. The defense attempted to portray Torres as the aggressor, asserting self-defense on the part of the perpetrators. However, the jury, after scrutinizing surveillance footage, determined that the sustained assault went beyond the bounds of self-defense. The verdict underscored the challenges in distinguishing between victim and aggressor within the complex dynamics of ADX Florence. The murder at ADX Florence serves as a rare and unsettling testament to the multifaceted challenges faced by authorities in maintaining order and security within a supermax prison designed to prevent such incidents. The narrative of ADX Florence and the murder of Manuel Tati Torres offers insights into the intricate dynamics of gang affiliations, power struggles, and extreme measures taken to convey messages within the confines of America's most secure correctional facility. The story reveals the delicate balance between control and chaos within a prison housing some of the nation's most notorious and incorrigible individuals. Expanding upon the essay, the emergence of ADX Florence did not occur in a vacuum, but rather as a response to the failures and challenges faced by previous maximum security facilities in the United States. Understanding the historical context of ADX Florence requires delving into the evolution of penitentiaries and the changing nature of criminal justice. One significant predecessor to ADX Florence is Alcatraz, which, while iconic, faced numerous logistical and operational challenges leading to its eventual closure. The lessons learned from Alcatraz informed the subsequent approaches to high-security incarceration, culminating in the experimental lockdown of USP Marion. This period of intense isolation at Marion laid the groundwork for ADX Florence's design and operational philosophy. ADX Florence represents a paradigm shift in the incarceration of high-risk individuals. Unlike traditional prisons, which may emphasize rehabilitation and reintegration, ADX Florence prioritizes security above all else. The extreme measures taken within its walls, such as 23-hour solitary confinement and constant surveillance, reflect a belief in incapacitation as the primary means of managing dangerous inmates. The murder at ADX Florence serves as a stark reminder of the complexities inherent in managing such a population. Despite the fortress-like nature of the facility, violence can still erupt, revealing the deep-seated tensions and power dynamics that permeate the prison environment. The investigation and trial that followed the murder shed light on the intricate web of relationships and allegiances that exist within organized crime syndicates, even behind bars. In addition to the immediate security concerns raised by the murder, the case also prompted broader questions about the ethics and effectiveness of Supermax prisons. Critics argue that the extreme conditions of confinement at ADX Florence amount to cruel and unusual punishment, potentially exacerbating mental health issues and increasing the likelihood of violent behavior. Others question the long-term efficacy of such facilities in reducing recidivism and protecting society. Moving forward, the tale of ADX Florence prompts a critical examination of America's approach to incarceration and the treatment of its most dangerous offenders. While security concerns are undoubtedly paramount, the pursuit of justice must also be tempered with considerations of human rights and dignity. As society grapples with these complex issues, ADX Florence stands as a sobering reminder of the challenges inherent in seeking both safety and justice in the realm of criminal justice.